The Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Miami Dolphins and our home team.
To kick off for the Chargers.
Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready, 52's the mic. Check, 52's the mic. I'm on. Let it go.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at the 14-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 10, touchdown. There, right there, 56. Let's go. 56. We got this. 31, check 31.
Back to throw. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long...
Ward now. Off play action. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They're going to look to throw. Complete to Washington. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo. Hey, Delta. Tight end right. 4 down. Check. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check. Big river.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Come on, switch it. Check the backer. Blue draw Corkers. Lucky. Hey, Orbit. Fair. Oh, you got deep? Yeah.
Off play action. Herbert taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On the ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Jacobs now. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Big hit.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the Dolphins' 42-yard line.
They run it with Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and it's complete. Henry, and he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base.
I'm going to come.
Hey, Alpha.
I'm going to come back to you. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Get it.
I got you.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Ready.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. These two teams all tied after 1. Badgley's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Watch out. Kill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Squeeze.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's make these babies.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw is Ward, operating from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Chargers 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, Jacobs. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the set.
Watch 2. Watch 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
He's coming.
Hey, wahoo. What? Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
Here we go.
Allen's first catch. Good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
80 weapon. Give me Bravo.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Spot.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, open man, it's Allen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Flush to his right. He's going to and oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Okay, 20. Boys, 52. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 3, check 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, baby, let's go.
Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Let's go.
Back to throw. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
My 5. All day, dog. My 5, my 5, my 5. And gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right. 5. Big grip.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
60 Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the
Now.
47-yard line.
Mike 5. Hey, Zoo. Mike 5, Mike 5. You go night. Don't go night. Slam. Now.
On 1st down, Herbert. He's got Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Here we go. 30 base.
Check, check, check.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. X3. 218, chopper. Hey, Haywood. Leo.
Watch 2. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take it.
Off play action. Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Do it, baby.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 22 yards there, a first down.
Change the mic. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
49-yard line.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. 6 man. Check curls. Check. 5.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Double tight. Double tight.
Blue draw Corkers.
Check 3. Check 3.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Shift.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Jack, grab it. Jack, grab it. Crash. You ain't going nowhere.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready for 2. I got him.
Tighten up. Safe.
He may try and run for this. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And the Dolphin first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
On the set. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. All right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Right here.
Get it all. Rest. What? Go.
56 to Mike.
He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go. Yo, Lee Griffin.
Back to throw. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, orbit. Yep. Motion. Go, Mike, now.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. He completes it to Henry.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Right there.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 7.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Here I come again.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go. Check Mike. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by yr2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Jakeem Grant. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
And the Chargers, first down.
Throwing on first down. Herbert going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
That's another Chargers first down.
On first down, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Looking to throw. Herbert is going to fire one deep over the... And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
132 fighter.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Get it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Here's Jacobs. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Watch the back.
Big rip.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Dolphins.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Ready, set. 56 is the mic. 65. 65. 56 the mic.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Michael Badgley, the kickoff for the Chargers.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Switch. Deuce.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got you, son. Check 13.
A solid stiff arm. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 24-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Dolphins, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.